Welcome back. This video explains another important concept an MSME counselor should be aware of. It's called the break-even point, or BEP in short. What is BEP? It's where sales equals expenses. Remember Hannah who makes injera? BEP is where her sales from injera equals expenses related to producing injera. Expenses include various costs like ingredients, rent, and employee salary. If Hannah's sales equals her expenses, it means that her injera is making zero profit. In other words, Hannah has to yield higher sales than the BEP. The BEP determines how many products Hannah needs to sell to make sure that she is making profits. This is how your BEP equation can look like. To calculate sales, just multiply the number of products sold and its price. To calculate expenses, add fixed cost and variable cost. Variable cost can be calculated as units sold times unit cost. Note that the units sold for sales and expenses must be the same. Here's an example. Hannah wants to know her BEP. She calculated her injera's unit cost, which was 4 birr. She knows that her business's fixed cost is 10,000 birr per month. She sets her injera's unit price at 6 birr. How many injera does she need to sell every month to reach the BEP? Pause this video to calculate the units Hannah needs to sell every month to make profits. What was your answer? This is where you should start off. Then, you should bring the x times 4 birr to the left side of the equation, which will give you x times 2 birr. Then, you divide 10,000 birr with 2 birr and you get 5,000, which means Hannah's break-even point is 5,000 injeras. She needs to sell more than 5,000 injeras to yield profit. Her goal is to sell more than 5,000 injeras. Let's try another exercise. Hannah sells her injera for 6 birr each. She can produce 20,000 injeras per month and spends 60,000 birr on rent and workers' salary every month. How much should be her variable cost and unit cost of her injera? Pause this video and use the same BEP equation to calculate the answers. What was your answer? This is where you start off. You bring 60,000 birr to the left side of the equation, and you get 60,000 birr as Hannah's variable cost. This means Hannah's variable cost should be lower than 60,000 birr to make profit. At the same time, divide 60,000 birr with 20,000 injeras. Her injera's unit cost should be lower than 3 birr to make profit. I hope you were able to understand what break-even point is. If yes, you can move on to the next video.